What's up, guys? Welcome to Faith Family Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Dominique, but you can call me Dom. I am obviously wearing the same clothes. If you watched my last video, we just harvested potatoes. I'm still sitting in front of the potato bed, but now we have some other things that we need to get done, and so I figured I'd take you guys along with me. That didn't involve potatoes. We have cucumbers that need to be harvested. We have more green beans that need to be harvested. Our tomatoes are falling over, and I had to wait for clips to come in, and so I want to get my tomatoes clipped up. So I figured I would take you guys along with me. We're gonna stop first in the cucumber bed because we're harvesting our miniature white cucumbers that I planted in front of a trellis, not thinking that they were bush variety, not remembering they were bush variety. And so now I have a bushy cucumber in front of a trellis that's not really binding up, but there's lots of cucumbers on it. So let's go harvest those cucumbers first. So at the end of this bed is where I have this miniature white, and I mean, it grows up a little bit, but not very high. Because I think it's only supposed to get like 3 feet? I don't really remember. But it's definitely growing out wide. And I actually forgot, when I was with you guys out yesterday in the garden, forgot to harvest these cucumbers, even though I saw that they were ready. I've never grown them before, so I didn't know how big they got. But this is even kind of on the overripe side, because you can see it's starting to turn yellow. These are supposed to stay white. Let me show you. So they start out all white. All cucumbers start out the color they're going to be, but then if you leave them too long, they start turning yellow. And that just means that the seeds are getting bigger, and it's trying to make seeds. So this is my first year growing them. I did not know how big they were going to get. I thought they were actually going to get bigger, which is why I saw them here and didn't harvest them. But now that I know that they're just tiny cucumbers, I'm going to go ahead and pick them. I have an okra plant here that is leaning over. And then we also have a few green, I think we have a Hisea long. I will say that I will definitely grow this again. I will say that even though it's my first year growing them, they have at one time given me probably the most, not probably, they have given me the most cucumbers all at once, where my other ones have given me like 1 or 2 at a time. I just picked 3, 6, 9, and there's obviously still more cucumbers on here. So that was the miniature white. Next cucumber I have here is the pick-a-bushel, which is also a bush variety, and I don't know what I was thinking. They're a pickling cucumber as well. This cucumber is called Olympian, and this is a new variety for me. This would probably be like your regular cucumber you get from the store for like 60 cents right now. So I just harvested 120. Just kidding, this is organic, so it should be worth more than that. But Olympian, I just grew that this year. I think the seeds were from Homestead, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of the cucumber varieties that I'm growing this year are new varieties that I'm just trying because they said they were good with like disease and stuff. And this year, that was the name of the game. It was like, if you're disease, oh my goodness. So we were speaking about in my last video about what are they called? Japanese beetles. Let me show you. And I told you that they were on my grapevines. They're right there and up there. I'm gonna have my son come out here and see if he gets some sticky tape and tape them. 2 years ago, or 3 years ago now I guess, my favorite cucumber, which was my first time growing it, was the Hisea long. It was a Japanese cucumber. But since then I have had other favorite cucumbers. I'm trying to get this Suyo Long out. It's my first Suyo Long. Whoa, I did not realize it was this big. So this is a Suyo Long cucumber. There's some slimmer ones that we'll leave. Like I said, that was my favorite cucumber 3 years ago. This last year, my favorite cucumber was I think it was called Jade, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really remember. I would have to go back and look. But it gave me the most cucumbers. They were spineless, which is what I loved. But I still grow Suyo Long because I still really do enjoy it. I planted 12, I think it was 12 cucumber varieties. And I started all of these from seed. Okay. This one is I love because it's spineless. This one's called Norwegian. No, no it doesn't. It says Mercury. That's funny. I think that's a new variety as well. But that's also spineless. Tasty Green, which is spineless. So lots of cucumbers in there that are not quite ready. That's the Tasty Green. This is the Mercury. I mean, unless that just went that way. I'm not really sure. There's some in there. Looks like there's one back there. I want to get that one. I'll have to go on the other side and get that one. So this cucumber right here, I did not plant. It self-seeded itself. There's actually 2 cucumber plants in here, and I left 2 of them because I wanted to see what it was, since it obviously wanted to grow. And it's a white cucumber. I'm pretty sure this is called the salt and pepper cucumber, because when I was planting, this is where I had cucumbers last year. There's another cucumber right there that just sprouted. But last year I had salt and pepper cucumbers here. I know because when I went to plant this year's cucumbers, I pulled out the tag and it said salt and pepper cucumber. So I'm pretty sure that that's a salt and pepper cucumber. Salt and pepper cucumbers are white. That cucumber is white, and I'll be interested to see how it does compared to all other cucumbers that I started from seed and transplanted out here, since that one's obviously already acclimated to our growing conditions and our weather since it grew here last year. With the amount of squash that we've been getting, I'm gonna definitely have to come in here or go inside and have a food processing day with all of these squash, because right now they're all just sitting on my counter. All of the squash here I planted from seed and transplanted them out, and I wasn't sure how they were gonna do, but they've been giving me lots of squash. So my second round of squash is actually planted inside the hoop house, and we'll see how that does. And it will be my first time growing squash inside of the hoop house, as well as green beans and what else do I have in there that I planted? Squash, green beans, oh, and other zucchinis. I've only harvested probably 4 pounds of green beans, and I'm about tired of harvesting green beans if I'm just being honest. Like, I don't like that I have to dig inside with all of the bugs. Oh, that's funny. But there's definitely more green beans, and my pole beans on the left side I saw have beans that are ready, where it's only been the right side so far, but now the left side is starting to produce. I wonder if I could pay my kids to finish harvesting the green beans for me. probably could. Y'all don't mind me keep saying that this is my favorite spot in the garden, because I'm gonna keep saying it every time I walk over here. Just having the arch. I wish that this arch right here had filled out, but I planted bush beans by mistake here. But towards the back, having the arch filled up with beans and it just being so full, it looks really, really pretty, but then it's also a mistake when you have to come in here and start really separating the plants. I don't know how many is going to be ready, because my kids have been coming in here and eating them raw.
Hey, they're yummy.
They're yummy?
Yep.
So we'll see. What'd you say, Nail?
I saw you ask you something.
What you was gonna ask?
I say some purple container.
Sure.
Oh, it just smells good.
It smells good?
Yep. Mommy, I saw a white flower over there. Yeah, it looks so pretty. Even though it's not too bad.
I don't have a container. Again, we'll put them on the basket this time, maybe. I don't like it because it makes me itch. But then again, I don't like the feel of gloves. It's like, you can't win, right? I don't want gloves on my hands. That one has a hole, so we'll leave that. Okay, let me get serious and pick these green beans. All of those purple, that's the most purple beans I've gotten so far. That was probably a pound by themselves. And I did enlist the help of my girls. And it all came off of just really this area right here. You can still see there's some more beans here, and I did leave one because it was all the way down here and it just looked really pretty, and it looked like a good one to save seeds from. So I'm leaving that one, but picking all the rest of them. Nehemiah reminded me that I freeze dried beans. Like, I sauteed them first and then put some seasoning on them and freeze dried them, and they were like the crispy, I don't know if you've had like the sugar snap chip, and my girls really liked them. And so I'm thinking, depending on how, like, over the course of the season, how many green beans I get, that maybe I can freeze dry some again. I do want to try and can some, so these first ones I think I'm going to try and can, but just to try them, because I've never canned green beans. I've never I've never canned green beans. It's just not something, we've always just had them frozen. So, oh, like, that one's so long. I could have actually left that one as well. You can see the beans already started forming. That is just a leaf or something that dried on there. It's hot, but we'll see. We'll probably definitely get, I'm thinking 3 pounds. I'll let you know. It's already 5:12 and I'm tired, I'm sweaty, I'm hot, I want to eat dinner, so I'm not going to go back over. I was just like looking over on that other trellis. I'm not going to go back over and see if there's any more green beans in here. I'll just be back out here in another 2 days and look myself. but I'm gonna save my tomato maintenance and the other things I was gonna do for a later time, for tomorrow probably, because I'm very tired and hungry. But we're gonna go inside and weigh the green beans, and we're gonna weigh the squash and cucumbers as well. But I'm very interested because I think we've gotten 3 pounds, if not more, of green beans, and my daughters have requested dilly beans and freeze-dried beans. This is 3 pounds and just about 6 ounces that we picked today, so I was all right. Let's see, let's weigh the squashes. Is 2 pounds, so that says, let's turn it to pounds. £2 pounds and what, 665 ounces is 42.65 in ounces. And these are already the squashes that, actually I need to write that down before I forget, but these are already the squashes that we picked this week. So I don't know how much we'll get done tomorrow because tomorrow's Tuesday, and Tuesdays are a little busy for me throughout the whole day, but I definitely have to start processing these things. I think I'm just at 7 pounds of green beans right now for the week. I have all of these squashes that I showed you guys. I have a fridge full of cucumbers. So my next video, I'll definitely have to see you guys in the kitchen harvesting some of these things. Bye guys.